question.
Okay, so now we're going to look at how you can use the bar method to solve division questions. So let's look at a basic division question first. Okay, well let's say I've got 20 and I'm going to divide it between 4. We're going to look at division as sharing at the moment. We're not going to go into it as grouping. So division as sharing. So let's look at this. Well, my 20 is actually my whole. It's what I've got. Okay, so my whole is 20. Okay. Now, my number of parts, because I'm sharing, my number of parts equals 4. And what one part is worth, we don't know yet. We don't know what one part is worth. So I'm going to put parts. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use a bar to see how I can solve this. So, let's draw my bar. Well, I know that my whole is 20. Okay? And I know that the number of parts that I have is 4, so I need to break it into 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what I want to do is work out what one part is worth. So if I look at my bar, I can see that I'm going to need to do 20 divided by 4. Well, 20 divided by 4, I can do that quite easily if I half and half again. So half of 20 is 10 and half of 10 is 5. Or I can break it down in different ways. So now I know that the answer to my question, one part is 5. That means that my answer must be 5. Now, that's quite easy at the moment. Let's look at how we'd use it to help us solve a problem. There's one on the board. And it says, there are 44 apples. They are shared out between 4 classes. How many does each class get? Now, let's look at the key numbers there. 44 apples, and they're shared out between 4 classes. So, let's take another sheet and look at how we do that. So, I've got 44 apples, and I want to share them between 4 classes. Okay, so again, let's look at this. Well, 44 is my whole. So 44 equals my whole. And I'm sharing them between 4 classes, so 4 is the number of parts. Okay, and what I need to work out is what one part is. Let's use a bar to help us. So, my whole is 44. I share that between 4 classes. And so, let's see what I have to do. Well, I've got 44, I've got 4 classes. So I'm going to need to divide. Again, I can do, if I know my times tables, I know that 4 times 11 is 44, so I know the answer is 11. Or I can half it, 22, and half again to figure out the answer is 11. So one part is 11, and that means that each class gets 11 apples.